the team is working no technical issues, and weather is looking like it may choose to cooperate with us today. The Cygnus spacecraft is poised atop the Atlas V rocket, ready to begin its venture into space. And to talk with us a little bit about that, we're happy to be joined by Frank DeMauro, Vice President for Human Space Systems, Orbital ATK, and also the Cygnus Mission Director on this flight.
Great to be with you, Mike.
Thanks, Frank. So Cygnus has been out at the pad and ready to go for a few days. How's the health of the spacecraft?
It's fine.
Okay.
For us, on this particular mission, we actually can power down after each attempt, and then we power back up that next attempt several hours before the mission.
Right.
There's no powered payload or time-sensitive cargo in the cargo module, so it's very stable, and it's been fueled for a month, but we can stay in this configuration for a long time, but that's not what we want. We want to get going today.
Hopefully today is the day.
That's right.
So when we lift off today, the Atlas will place Cygnus at a specific point in space where you want it to be, and then from there, the solar arrays will be deployed. The solar arrays will be deployed about an hour after launch?
That's about right. Anywhere from 1 to 2 hours after launch.
In a little under 12 minutes from now, leading to a liftoff at 4:44:57 p.m.
OMD, this is CMD on countdown 1. CMD is OMD, go ahead. The mission control centers are go for launch. ISS is go for launch. The spacecraft is go for launch. Cygnus is go for launch. OMD, roger that. And team, you're on net 1.
Cygnus Mission Director Frank DeMauro reported to Orbital Mission Director Frank Culbertson that everything is go.
Range green.
Everything is go. T-minus 48 seconds and counting.
Stable at step 3.
Atlas tank stable at step 3. T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
25.
Status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go OA4. 20.
T-minus 15
15.
seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. On the shoulders of Atlas, the SS Deke Slayton II Orbital ATK Cygnus spacecraft soars toward the International Space Station.
Fuse gone closed loop control. HAR roll programs begun. Body rates look good.
Listening to Marty Malinowski.
180 pump speeds and jerk pressures are banned for SNMR. Body rates continue to look phenomenal.
Seconds into flight.
New rates climbing somewhat, controlling well. RD 180. Pump speeds and jerk pressures all look good.
0 angle attack phase of flight. HER roll progress now complete. Body rates controlling right down the middle. Currently accelerating at 1.6 Gs.
Standing by to pass through Mach 1.
Mach 1.
And approaching maximum dynamic
Body rates
pressure.
continue to look good. Maximum dynamic pressure. Booster has now throttled back, right on schedule. Engine response looks good. Current altitude is 10.5 miles. Downrange distance 5.2 miles. Current velocity 1,876 miles per hour. Range track shows the vehicle making good progress right down the middle of the range. Pump speeds, injector pressures look good for the throttle setting. Body rates continue to look good.
2 minutes, 10 seconds into flight. Marty Malinowski giving us updates as the Atlas flies uphill toward the International Space
Closed loop
Station.
steering has been enabled. Body rates continue to look very good. Q alpha limited steering has begun. The vehicle is now less than 1/2 its liftoff weight. The RCS pyro valve has been fired. That system is now pressurizing the flight levels. Signatures look good. Current altitude is 28 miles. Downrange distance 38 miles. Current velocity 4,285 miles per hour. Coming up on our 3.5 G throttle segment.
3 minutes into flight.
And the booster has begun to throttle, 3.5 Gs. Q alpha limited steering is complete.
About 45 seconds away from booster engine cutoff. Followed about 6 seconds later by the Centaur
Launch
second
vehicle is
stage
now
separation.
1/4 its liftoff. Coming up on our boost phase cooldown phase. And boost phase cooldown has begun. Signatures look good so far. Still throttling to maintain 3.5 Gs. Boost phase chill down is complete. And we have engine shutdown.
Engine shutdown as planned.
We have retros and stage separation. We have LOX and fuel pre-start. The GN2 purge firing of the RCS is underway. And we have ignition and full thrust on the RL-10.
The Centaur single RL-10C engine has ignited to begin about a 13.5 minute burn that will take Cygnus into low Earth orbit, generating 22,900 pounds of thrust with the engine.
Centaur thermal conditioning firings of the RCS are underway. PU has gone active. Current altitude is 124 miles, downrange distance 332 miles. Current velocity is 9,998 miles per hour. RL-10 chamber pressures, pump discharge, and fuel injector all look good. He is controlling near nominal MR at this point.
The payload fairing that covered Cygnus has been jettisoned as scheduled.
Quick check of the booster performance shows it is nominal at this point in our review. Centaur body rates controlling right down the middle.
6 minutes into flight.
Coming up on our dogleg maneuver. Centaur is now begun the dogleg. RL-10 continues to operate well. PU is controlling near nominal MR. Centaur dogleg maneuver is complete. This burn is planned for 802 seconds in duration. Coming up on the format change, data quality currently is all very good. And we have had the format change. Data has resumed. All signatures look good across the format change. Centaur has completed its role to optimize telemetry. RL-10 continues to perform well. Currently flying at an altitude of 194 miles, downrange distance 681 miles, current velocity 10,456 miles per hour.
7 minutes, 25 seconds into the mission of Cygnus to the International Space Station.
Seeing our normal thermal conditioning firings on the RCS. Flying temperatures have warmed near bottle temperatures on the RCS. Body rates continue to look good. Tank pressures are stable. Storage bottle pressures look good. Bus and battery voltages are stable as well. Range track shows the vehicle continues to make good progress right down the middle of the corridor. Currently flying at an altitude of 213 miles, downrange distance 870 miles, current velocity 10,850 miles per hour. Pressures continue to look good. Storage bottle pressures do as well. Body rates controlling down the middle. And RL-10 performance looks nominal.
9 minutes after liftoff. Everything proceeding normally.
Centaur continues to perform well. RL-10 chamber pressures and pump discharge good. MR near nominal. Body rates right down the middle. Approaching the head-on gate momentarily. And Centaur has achieved the head-on gate at this point in its trajectory.
Picture perfect ascent so far, approaching 10 minutes into flight.
Altitude of 226 miles, downrange distance 1,191 miles, current velocity 11,621 miles per hour.
Now looking at real-time telemetry-driven animation, showing the status of the Centaur with the Cygnus spacecraft.
Centaur has switched to the antenna select mode. Link margins continue to look very good. RL-10 continues to perform well. Chamber pressure is right in band for the ZMR. Body rates controlling down the middle. Tank pressures look good. Bus and battery voltages do as well.
11 minutes into flight. Once again, you're listening to Marty Malinowski giving you ascent vehicle information.
RCS thermal conditioning firings. The system is looking very stable thermally.